guys, it's Sonia Miller here. Welcome back to our channel on this rainy, drizzly, really overcast kind of day, right? But can I tell you the truth? I am loving it. So yesterday, if you saw our vlog, we were at the beach in intense heat and sunshine, and there is nothing better than waking up after a day of being at the beach, just being all tired from the heat, waking up in your bed and just hearing the rain pour so hard on the roof, right? And so anyway, I am up and about, heading into the shop today to get stuff done. I've got lots to do, so we have got to get going. And we are off heading to the shop. Let it rain, cats and dogs. I don't care. In fact, true story, I love it when it rains like this. Grew up on an island in the North Atlantic, and yes, we saw some foggy, misty days. And so when I get to see days like this, it actually excites me to just spend the day creating, whether it's sitting on the floor at my shop, painting something, or working on something, you know, working on painting on a canvas, whatever it might be, even just writing and things like that. So these are the days, my friend, that excite me to create, even more so than sunshine. Can you believe it? Am I crazy? But first, let's head in and get some coffee. I see a sign that says early birds rejoice. I am not no early bird, but I am still rejoicing, and I am still gonna get my worm today. I'm not a need caffeine in the morning kind of person, but I still do love a hot beverage just on your stomach when you get up in the morning. Gets me going. And I just get cream into mine. I'm avoiding the sugar as much as possible. But when I do get back to the shop, I have an entire smorgasbord of sugar-free syrup. So I think today I'm gonna make this coffee maybe like a butterscotch sort of flavored one. So by the time I get from McDonald's now to my shop, which is probably about a 15-20 minute drive, it's gonna be just the perfect temperature to be able to sip. So woohoo! Riley has went the cold version. I got the hot version, but this morning he hooked himself up with a cold brew latte, I think it's called. And yeah, whipped cream, chocolate, everything. So I've got to give Kate a quick call here and find out. Matt's heading over to the warehouse, of course, to be able to stock paints for the shelf and to get them out to all you guys. And so we need to see what colors we need to top up on. So I'm gonna give Kate a quick call here. She's at the shop, packing and shipping right now. So let's see what colors we are selling out of this week. Which colors are you guys loving on this week? Hey, Kate.
Hi. So we need Mocha Madness.
Mocha Madness, okay.
All of You More.
I Love You More.
Stormy Forest.
Stormy Forest.
Sweet
Still River.
Sunset.
Oh dear Lord! All right, I better write these down. There's a bunch.
Long list.
Yeah. Vintage white and sunshine. I got them all. Okay. Awesomeness. All right. I'll see you in about 15 minutes.
All right. See ya.
See ya. Bye. It's constantly a dance of stocking and shipping and making sure all the paint levels are good, so when you guys come in the store or when you order online, everything is just ready to roll, right? So lots of fun colors this week. I'm just loving seeing all your projects over at the Junk Monkey Paint Project page. If you're not on that page on Facebook, be sure to go check it out. It's free, of course. And you guys, all of you Junk Monkey painters, I've been sharing what you guys have been up to, and your work, let me just tell you, is even inspiring for me. It's amazing, absolutely gorgeous. So I need to go find that too. Wow, look at that sky, guys. Isn't it crazy? Dark craziness going on there. It's held off raining for a little bit, but you can still hear the thunder in the distance, and so I'm not sure if it's supposed to rain all day, but it feels like it's definitely gonna be one of those days. So to the shop. Here's that syrup that I'm really loving right now. This is the flavor called Butter Toffee, and my coffee is really nice and cooled down, so I can take a nice big sip. Oh yeah, heck yeah. Let's get going. And It's time to begin the shipping party as we get all geared up here. You can probably hear the AC in the background because we've been having some thunder and lightning. Now, thunder that will actually shake this building. It is so humid, so we get the AC on and now we are ready to get to work. So these are today's orders that we'll be working on. Boom, 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 boom. Some of these are multiple boxes as well, but you can see we've got a lot going on, and it is like, it's like the song that keeps on going and the label train that keeps on going. All these, all different states, all across the country. This is what we do here at the Junk Monkey. We'll make you happy and we'll keep you all stocked up on your paint stash. Woohoo! So, all right, Kate, are we ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it, baby. So since I last checked in, we have been packing and shipping like busy beavers, and we are down to our last 4 labels of this batch to work through. So it's time to eat some lunch before I go and print any more off today. But here is my favorite lunch snack in the afternoon that I've kind of, you know when you get into something you really, really like? So I've been loving these turkey and bacon Cobb salads. And then Matt so kindly ran and picked me up today. And then also what I like to do is cut up a nice fresh avocado to put on top of it, which is going to be amazing. Kind of like, you know, just jazz it up a little bit more than what it really is. Matt also picked up this pepper jack, so you can bet yourself that I am going to be adding some of this cheese on top of all this goodness. So anyway, let's take a quick lunch break, shall we? Oh yeah, baby. We're going in. So this is good news. If you followed my vlog here, probably about a week or 2, I told you that, or we actually went in together to the secondhand bookstore here in Ligonier that I love so much, and she was able to get it in for me. So yay, Matt went and picked this up. Guess who is going to start reading? I love mystery and suspense. What's your favorite kind of book? So I cannot wait to get into this tonight. All right, no day is complete without some creativity, doing a little something, some painting specifically, right, during the day. You guys know I love to do that. And so I have this piece of, believe it or not, it's an old shelf piece. And it's been kicking around my store for quite some time now. All I've done was just went ahead and I put some of our vintage white over the top of it. It actually has a texture to it, but it is truly just an old shelf. So it would have sat just like this. The shelf is broken, but what I love to do is repurpose the actual shelves, boards themselves, right? Because they are the perfect wooden sign shape and measurements, and so why not repurpose something like that, right? We can paint it, make it pretty. So here is what it looks like up close. Can you see that? We're gonna make it work. I love the fact that when I did the one coat of paint of the vintage white Junk Monkey paint, Chucky style all over it, that basically I went out with such a light coat that it still shows a little bit of the wood through it to give me that really rustic look, right? So I've got a plan. And you guys know that I love to keep my stencils. I'm a stencil collector. And I have one here. It's just Paris. And it's a hard plastic, which is my favorite kind of stencils to use because, yes, I use them over and over again. No, I don't have to clean them when I'm done. Very low maintenance, which is my kind of materials to be able to work with. And so I'm going to go ahead and use this template here to be able to create a beautiful sign. So I have a white background, we've got wood showing through, and now I'm going to go ahead and grab some of our black velvet, which is our Chucky style paint, and it's the stuff that you just grab a brush, go bananas. It's just waiting for me all right there. I've still got a nice bit left in this can, so it will definitely go a long, long ways. Now I'm going to use my shabby chip brush, and these are my favorite brushes to use for when I do, when I paint furniture, when I do stencils. They're on my website at junkmonkeypaint.com if you want to get one of these shabby chip brushes. And they're great for creating finishes that make things look old. So I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of do an eyeball right now. Put this where I want it to lay. About right there is good. Now I'm going to go ahead and basically I'm just dipping my brush into my can. I'm going to drag a little bit off the side, but using this brush and then using our paint, which is a chunky style paint. It is our recipe, and we like our paint to be chunky style. As a shabby painter, that is my favorite way to go. It allows me to be able to do so many different really cool old style finishes with it. So I'm going to go ahead and just start basically dancing my brush all over this stencil. to see the grand reveal of how this sign is looking. Ta-da! All right, you guys know I always ask me if I'm gonna wash this stencil. Heck no. I'm gonna put it to the side and let it go ahead and air dry on something flat, and then we're gonna be good to go. So this is looking so nice already. We've just taken this wooden sign and all of a sudden now we've got just a beautiful design onto it, right? I think it looks really, really nice. So one of the things you may have noticed is that my brush look really, really old, and that's because I use it over and over again. And number two, I didn't use anything to stick it down, right? I just use what I call my finger acrobatics to move it around, and so that is just something that comes with practice and time. But make sure you don't use a whole lot of paint when you do it. You will notice that when you use our Jug Monkey paint that it makes it very easy to stencil with it just because of how it feels and how it flows, and it doesn't run away, and it really helps to be able to basically prevent you from having a lot of bleed throughs, right? So just make sure you go less is more in your brush, but if you really feel like you need your stencil to be able to be stuck down, get yourself a can of spray adhesive or even some painter's tape where you could just kind of like stick down the sides of the stencil. I want to add something to the side because I've got all this going on, right, beautifulness right here, but we need a little bit something on the side to balance it out, right? So let's just go ahead and let that dry over to the side. And now I kind of have two stencils in mind, and I'm gonna actually, I think I may possibly use that one, but I'm gonna look for something that's like in that sort of French theme, like floral, classy, sophisticated. And by the way, if you want to get a stencil book like I do here, I have this one listed over on my website at jugmonkeypaint.com. I'm telling you, it is a lifesaver and an amazing way when you make an investment into stencils to be able to keep them and keep them in great shape. So I just pulled this one out because I'm thinking of this one. This one could have possibilities. And you guys know that this is one of my favorite stencils. I've had this stencil, like I've been a furniture painter for 10 years, and I swear I've had this stencil and been using it for like the last, I wanna say like at least 6 years, if not more. And it has quite a buildup of all kinds of paint onto it. And I love it so much that I just found it again and I bought a second one. So it's like when you buy a dress, right? Or you find a dress that you really, really like and it's a go-to. Heck yeah, buy a second one. And in this case, I found this one for way cheaper than when I initially got it, but I found it at, I think it was Joann Fabrics for like $2.99. Okay, you cannot beat that. You can change a piece of brownie frowny furniture or, you know, just an old sign or anything through the power of paint and a little bit of vision in terms of how you want it to be styled and how you want it to look. So for you guys tonight, I'm gonna break out this nice fresh stencil, okay? So let me see here, decide between the two that I wanna use. Do I wanna use this one or this one? All right, so I'm just gonna kind of see how it looks. Let's pull back the side and take a look. So I kind of like, let me see here. This could be cool, right? This could be cool. It could kind of provide a nice end cap. We've got swirlies going on right here, and then we switched it so that it's the wider end, which will give us a nice flowy end to that. What do you guys think of that one? Or we also have this one, which is just a little bit bigger, but same sort of style, and we could totally just, you know, put them on both sides, just like this if we wanted to. It's gonna, you know, I could even go this way if I wanted and just put a little bit off. And I think that's kind of cool too. Let me put one on the other side and try to figure out exactly what I want to do here. Maybe I'm going to go with this one today. So I'm going to put this one over here. We'll put it back into our stencil book, our stencil saver book. I'm going to go ahead and let's see here. Put that like in my mind. I'm just going to line up the dots right here. When I paint, I like to be imperfectly perfect, meaning that I'm not OCD about it. As long as it looks visually right to your eye, you don't have to get all crazy with it, right? So now I'm gonna use the same brush again that's been on standby. Black and white is a really nice combo. And I love to do black stencils because, you know, you get those dark silhouettes. Love, love, love it. So let's work our way through this one. be afraid of, like, even though this stencil, there was more to it, use parts of it, put it catty corner. You know, think about dresser drawers. And so if you're doing a dresser and you want it to be Parisian style like this, like fleur-de-lis style, you know, kind of princessy, whatever it is, just find some stencils that go together, that kind of go together. You can make it work, but this would be a beautiful, can you imagine if this was the front drawer of a dresser or something like that? All I have to do now is just dry it, and then I'll probably do a little bit more distressing around the edges and just to kind of pull it all together, right? This is something that I don't have to seal, since the paint is not going to fall off of it by any means. So you want to think about when you seal, like using our Monkey Shine, for example, or a poly, use that, the wax or the poly, when you have pieces that, you know, are really going to see a lot of use. So wasn't that easy, right? Who says that you can't make signs on a budget? Find something that you can repurpose today to make beautiful. So my day is pretty much done. I'm gonna go print some more labels. I gotta get prepared. If you guys did not hear, over on our Facebook page at Junk Monkey Paint Company, make sure you go follow us over there if you're not already over there, so you don't miss out on any goodness. But we just announced that me and Matt will be traveling like pretty much halfway across the country in October to attend the first annual Crafty Convention, which is being held in Collinsville, Illinois, close to St. Louis, Missouri. And so we're going to be sponsoring the event, which is pretty fun. We're so already today behind the scenes, we're working on loot bags and just determining all the kinds of funness that we want to have with the crowd and what we want to do. So I'm also going to be a speaker there as well, and a instructor. So while I'm there at the convention, I'm going to be talking about business and how I grew my business, and giving other people some inspiration and talking about that and taking questions, but also on the topic of paint, right? And everything paint related, and just maybe you just want to get better at your paint designs. And so I'm going to give you some techniques at that conference as well. So that's what I'm going to work on today. Matt has already gone home for the day. He is going to make us supper. Heck yeah. So my day will conclude with label printing, nailing in a few more administrative things as we prepare our schedule ahead for the summer and into the fall. And then of course I've got to edit this video and get it all up and in place so you guys can take a watch. So thank you so much for hanging out with us and for subscribing to this channel. Make sure you hit the little bell here within our YouTube channel, and what that does is it will notify you every time we upload another vlog, whether it's junking adventures, painting adventures, travel adventures, and just all kinds of behind the scenes extra footage and goodness. I love hanging out with you guys here. So thank you so much for all your support. And like I say, go find us on Facebook too, because we are over there. So, and the other last thing I have to do today is my coaching group reopens. And so if you're somebody who just wants to get some help, A, with your pain, and B, with maybe turning that into a profit and learning how to take something that you do, you know, through your mind, through your hands, you're a creator, you're a maker, and you want to know how to sell it, you want to know how to position yourself where you can then take it from hobby to a business, then make sure that you go to our website at junkmonkeypaint.com, click the coaching tab. And so I'm going to go reopen my group. We've been closed for 8 weeks. We held a special boot camp in there, and now we are back again open to the public. So I'm going to go ahead and make that happen, and that will round out my day here at the Junk Monkey. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you again on Friday, because remember, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, we do all kinds of uploads. And so I'll see you Friday. Bye.